everyone, welcome to Yak Brewing Company. I am so excited to take you all on a virtual tour of our brewery. So this video is going to be a three-part series. Firstly, I'll be talking about and showing you the brewing ingredients, then the brewing process, and lastly, the bottling line. Join me as I show you how our Barahsinghe craft beers are made, how we brew it, and what makes it so special. Right now I'm standing in our brew house, and in front of me are the four main ingredients that goes into our beers. There's malted barley, there's hops, there's yeast, and lastly there's water. Using high quality ingredients is very crucial in creating great tasting beers. Understanding the roles of each ingredient in the brewing process will help you understand the styles and the flavors of the beers we brew. Let's start with barley, the main cereal grain that is used in brewing. It contains enzymes and sugar, which is very essential for fermentation. To brew a quality beer, barley is gone through a special process called malting. So it is soaked in hot water for 2 to 3 days to germinate, and then it is dried in a kiln. After drying, it is called malt. At Yak Brewing Company, we use different types of malts, mostly imported from European countries, and we take great care in sourcing the best ingredients to ensure that the beers that we provide are the highest quality. As you can see, we have the Pilsner malt, which imparts crisp, sweet and malty flavors in our Barahsinghe Pilsner beer. Just a random fact that Pilsner malt was originally used to brew Czech Pilsner and German Pilsner style beers. And it smells really good. We use Vienna malt to brew lager-style beers such as Barahsinghe Pilsner and Barahsinghe Oktoberfest. Known for its malty sweetness and toasty flavor, Vienna malt is dried for longer in higher temperature, which gives our beer a darker appearance. We use wheat malt to brew Barahsinghe Dunkelweizen and Barahsinghe Hazy IPA. So wheat malt has high protein and starch content, which tends to bind together, making wheat beer difficult to brew. So we combine it with malted barley to get that creamy texture and hazy appearance in our beer. This is Maris Otter, also known as the Rolls-Royce of malt, for its superior brewing performance. Maris Otter has excellent enzymatic strength and low nitrogen content, making it easy to brew. This results in toffee-like, malty and sweet flavor in our Barahsinghe Pale Ale and Barahsinghe Hazy IPA. As you can see, we have caramel dark malt. This malt is made by roasting it at high temperature for longer duration. It gives our beer a very nutty and chocolate-like flavor. So next we have the caramel aromatic malt, which is also made by the roasting process. So caramel malt is used in moderation to achieve body and sweet caramel flavor in our beers. Our second key ingredient, which we like to call spice in our beer, is called hops. These amazing flowers contain a special gland called lupulins, which add bitterness, flavor, and aroma in our beer. So hops aren't just for adding taste, but they play an important role in preserving the beer. The beta acids found in hops are used as a preservative and increase the shelf life of our beer. Depending on the beer style, we use different types of hops in the different stages of brewing process. The beginning of the boiling stage infuses bitterness, and hops added at the later stage infuses aroma and flavors. Let's talk about another key ingredient, which is very essential while producing beer, and that is yeast. So yeast is very crucial because it helps in beer fermentation. It also consumes sugar from malts and produces alcohol and carbon dioxide. So it also produces other compounds like esters and phenols, which results in flavors in beers. So the type of yeast that we use is very important during the brewing process. Here at Yak Brewing Company, we use two types of yeast, which is lager yeast and ale yeast. So lager yeast sinks below the liquid to carry out fermentation. That's why it's called bottom fermenting yeast. So it gives a very crisp and light taste to our Barahsinghe Pilsner and Barahsinghe Yaktoberfest. Similarly, next we have the ale yeast, which works effectively on the top of the fermenting liquid. These yeast strains produces esters, which gives out a very fruity flavor in our Barahsinghe Dunkelweizen, Barahsinghe Pale Ale and Barahsinghe Hazy IPA. So we have the last but one of the most important ingredient in beer, which is water. So beer contains about 90 to 95% of water. The quality of brewing water affects the enzymes in mashing, solubility of minerals, and taste and quality of beer. So this is why it is very important to use pure and clean water. At Yak Brewing Company, we have our own source of groundwater. Here we use water from 160-meter deep boring. Well, this concludes the first part of our video. I hope you learned a lot about our brewing ingredients that we use in Barahsinghe craft beers. If you want to see all these in action, then do join us here at Kurintar Chitwan. Also, stay tuned for the next video as we will be showing you the brewing process. Stay tuned. Cheers!